Welcome back. It's a very wet, windy, and just overall kind of gloomy day outside.
Nasty out there.
Yes,
it was gross. I didn't put my heels and take off the sweatpants off until about 10 minutes ago just because it's just that gross out there. So I hope you at least got to enjoy something indoors today. We got over an inch of rain in the bucket so far in Sioux City, an inch and a tenth so far. And we're expecting more than that. I think Sioux City could get in on about another half an inch, possibly an inch of rain. And then we'll mix in with some snow. So the rain is going to continue. Then we'll get a couple of flakes in there, and I think it's just going to be a slushy mess for the morning commute tomorrow. Here's a look at the radar. Rain everywhere. All of us are seeing rain at some point somewhere. We're seeing some heavier downpours headed towards Yankton. Northeast Nebraska has gotten in on some heavy downpours earlier. I've gotten reports of over an inch and a half of rain there. Sioux City Metro, we're seeing a couple of heavier downpours to the north of that, up towards Sioux Center. And again, we're seeing some of that rain towards Storm Lake and a little bit lighter near Denison. But this swath of rain we'll continue to see through the next couple of hours, and then we'll start to see probably it freezing first in northeast Nebraska and then mixing it with the snow as it heads towards Sioux City. Here's the winter weather advisory. It includes Yankton and South Dakota. Norfolk was just added. We've added Cedar, Madison, and Pierce counties to our Nebraska counties there, and up towards South Dakota. There in the advisory is where you could accumulate about 2 to 4 inches of snow. But this advisory, the winter headlines go up from Minnesota down towards Kansas, and tomorrow is May 1st. In the yellow, we're seeing winter storm warnings near North Platte, blizzard warnings in the pink in Kansas, so really remarkable. 39 degrees right now. That wind has been kicking all day. We are seeing a couple of gusts get up there as well. We can see that cold air mass starting to get in where we'll start to see some freezing. I'm getting reports of some freezing in Norfolk there with the rain temperature of 36, 39 in Sioux City, and just look at how strong this low pressure center is. You can see where it's spinning. It's spinning towards Kansas. Here's all that cold air with 30s by North Platte and into Kansas, and 70s in St. Louis. How incredible is this? Just really remarkable of how strong this system is. With the wind, we're seeing chills in the 20s. We're seeing that wind up to 13 miles per hour in Cherokee, closer to 30 in Spencer, and we're seeing gusts get up to 25 to 35 miles per hour. It's just a very wet and windy day. Here's all that rain. You can see a big swath of it coming into the metro this afternoon. And again, the bulk of the moisture is to the south. That low pressure center is spinning over Kansas, and that's where we have that cold sector behind it, and the warm sector in front of it will start to get in some of those cold temperatures as we head through the night. So I expect some snowflakes to mix in by about midnight. Slick morning commute. I think we could see some slush because the ground is already so wet. I'm not really too confident that the snow will stick well, so it might make it slushy or freeze with temperatures getting towards 35 degrees, and then we'll end by about noon. So here's what it looks like. You can see all that rain still by midnight, so I think we could still drop at least another inch of rain possible. And then after midnight is where we start to get some of that snow to come in the metro earlier in northeast Nebraska. That snow lingers through the morning commute. Again, could be a slushy, wet snow. And then by the mid-morning into the early afternoon, that's when we'll start to see it taper off a little bit. All dry by 7. Clear tomorrow night, and then sunny on Tuesday. So here's the snow forecast again. For those in the advisory, we're looking at about 2 to 4 inches of snow. Could be a wet snow too. Best sticking on the cars and the grassy surfaces. About an inch of that slush in Sioux City, and then less than that as you head to northwest Iowa. Still seeing some rain too, possibly about another inch of rain. So again, more rain to expect. It mixes with snow overnight and into Monday. The greatest snow, about 3 inches in central Nebraska and South Dakota. I'm concerned about frozen slick spots for your morning commute on Monday, so be careful. Gusty winds throughout. And yes, temperatures do get warmer. We do head back to May-like 70s by the end of next week, so something to look forward to. Again, tonight, 35 degrees, rain, snow, windy, gusts 35 miles per hour. Slick morning commute tomorrow, 49 in the afternoon. And then here comes the sunshine in the 70s by the end of the week.
I was going to say, just get through the next couple days, and then we can look forward to
beautiful by
weekend.
the end of the week.
Thanks so much, Elisa.